And the first proper journalism assignment I went to was, and we're going back to the 20 years thing now, because it was the Manningham riots in Bradford. Yes. And so I think this moment kind of sticks out because it kind of defined for me what kind of journalist I ultimately was going to become, in that I decided that to find out how people were feeling, I would go to an ultra-white working class estate in Bradford and just try and speak to some of the people there about how they were feeling about race relations in the city off the back of these riots. And I remember speaking to a white gentleman just having a very candid conversation with him about, well, how do you feel about race relations? He completely segregated community. How would you feel about me moving in next door to you and inviting me to a barbecue? And he was very open, and he said, no, he'd feel really uncomfortable with that.
Being really angry about, the Finsbury Park mosque attack. Nobody was calling it a terrorist attack, but sort of if it had happened on the other foot, I was very aware of that. And I remember having multiple conversations with if I was managing the website that day, or if I was sort of writing lead-ins that day, I would always refer to it as a terrorist attack, and no one questioned me. But I think it's just having someone there to be like, well, actually, this may be something we might need to change.
When we had the whole Tipton story happen in Birmingham, you guys will recall, I'm sure, I was sort of posted out to do some reporting there, and weirdly, I got the abuse from the local lads, sort of basically saying, what the hell are you doing here? I thought so I've had that sort of stuff, or as you're going into a mosque, why the hell are you here? Because I guess that whole narrative of the community and stuff, the perceptions, I guess, of the media, rightly, wrongly, over the years has been that way, and that's led to sort of issues, and you as the frontline face image of the BBC are there to be shot at in those cases, and that's what's happened to me and on some
they've got unconscious biases that they don't realise. So there's a problem with certain people have to be saved. So, Asian women have to be saved by some of them. And, an Asian men, African Caribbean men, whatever, they're misogynist, or they're aggressive, or they're all of these kind of things start coming in. And if you're a northerner, then even worse.